At Direct Service Overhead, we know how much trust you put in the individuals who have the privilege of working on the components of your home. We understand that a broken garage door is the last thing you want to be worried about, and most of the time, doors break at the most inconvenient times. Our professionally trained technicians service 24 hours a day, and our high-cycle parts are guaranteed to make a noticeable impact on your garage door without putting a damper on your wallet. If you're looking for need of assistance maintaining your current garage door, our team has the experience and expertise to deliver the results you deserve. Give Direct Service Overhead a call today or visit us online to learn more.
All right, here we go. We're not going live Monday, but we're doing it today. Why not, right? 3, 2, 1. Yo, what's going on, Arkansas Razorback fans, SEC fans everywhere? Welcome to the Picture Network YouTube channel. I didn't even change my banner. Look at that. It's the same banner from the LSU Arkansas game. Do me a favor. Like, share the content, subscribe if you guys are new here. The channel just continues to blow up. Patreon continues to blow up. It's absolutely incredible. Shout out to you guys, everyone who's in here this fine Sunday afternoon. I hope you guys it's been a great weekend. I'll say that much. It's been a hell of a weekend for the Arkansas Razorbacks, and I'm starting to wonder if Devo losing his tooth had something to do with it. Was there magic involved? Was that a magic tooth? What's happening? What is this? Where is this coming from? It's fantastic. Arkansas 2-game win streak in basketball with beating Mizzou and beating the crap out of Mizzou and beating LSU on the road. Now today they get the news that former 5-star linebacker Drew Sanders from Alabama, who committed to Alabama out of high school, is now going to transfer to the University of Arkansas. He says on Twitter, "I am excited to announce that I will continue my football career at the University of Arkansas, signed and ready to go to work." Sounds to me like he will be here during spring camp. I believe someone's going to have to get me up to date on the deadline to be eligible for this year, but unbelievable. I'm not going to lie to you. I just now added him to the Bobby Hopper portal today on our Discord because the news I had continuously that I was getting all the way up until last night was that Sanders was not likely to Arkansas. It just didn't seem likely. From what I understand, he seems to be a pretty private person. I don't know. Obviously, he talks to local media, but doesn't really I guess the people around him, they don't really chat much. We know it's different. We talked about this. We're talking to these kids in high school with who's around them, their inner circle, their family members, they're around these people all the time. It's new to these kids. Now you got these kids in the portal who've already been through all that. They're not around their families. They're not around their inner circles. And almost all the smoke, you don't ever know what to believe. So I didn't add him to the Bobby Hopper portal till today because everything, even when he was visiting here, he gets a crystal ball to Texas. What the hell was going on? And then, of course, he's a Razorback. He's a Razorback. J.R. Shelton says, "Woo Pig Suey, holy shit, where's the Tylenol?" I think they have to be enrolled by Monday to start classes, and I think that's probably right. I'm pretty sure it's this week. Otis Kirk just tweeted 4 more. Yeah, so I told you guys again in our Discord, all the good news is not just coming from the portal this week. I can tell you that right now. There's some more good news that's going to happen this week. Arkansas is in really good shape, man. I mean, I don't know how this class will finish up. If we're talking about high school recruiting for a second, I'm not sure where the class ends up. Right now, I think they're on pace to probably finish top 20 again. But once the dust settles, you just never know. Luke Haas has a ball to Arkansas. Yeah, he does. He got a crystal ball. McGother and Player and Haas all next. I didn't say that. Adam Ray said that. I didn't say that. The portal giveth and the portal taketh. I think I'm so back at listen. Is the transfer portal good for overall for college football? I'm still not sure on that. I'm still not sold that that's the case just yet. I think we're going to have to take a look back 5 years later. And, of course, right now for Arkansas, it looks great. Oh, man, it looks great. I would argue, Mike Woods had an impact. His loss had an impact for Arkansas last year. But I want to wait until the dust settles. I know it's real easy to overreact. Oh, my God, look at all the talent. And there's some truth in that, right? Arkansas is doing a good job in the portal, basketball and football. You still have kids that are jumping ship that have no idea what they're really jumping into. Now, Brooks and Fouché, that's a little bit different story. I don't know what the hell's going on there. I'm sure we'll have a better idea on what's going on maybe down the line. But, I don't know. You look at these. Another example, Jackson Player out of Tulsa, right? I mean, how big would that be for them to get him back next year? And he's leaving. I mean, he's gone. So, I like diversity in college football. But it's starting to look like if you buy into the tiers, if you buy into the levels, right, of college football, like you've got your Alabamas and Georgias and Ohio States up here, and then you got kind of everyone else in between, then you have your lower tier, and then you have your bottom tier. Feels like the middle might actually have a pretty good impact with the transfer portal. I'm loving it, Ty, says Crazy Hog. Well, it's easy to love it right now. I'll tell you this much. You guys, some of you were not loving it when Brooks and Fouché left. Scott, you haven't missed much yet. Well, I think if you're talking about the announcement today, I heard that Drew Sanders' parents wanted him to go to OU. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not entirely sure that you would know more about that than I would. I've not heard that. Is Eugene Earls from Louisiana Tech still transferring? I have no idea what you're talking about, Leslie. Give Ty a like right now. I appreciate that. Yeah, make sure you guys hit the like button, please. Shout out to sponsors, or one sponsor that we have. Direct Service Overhead, the garage door company. Need to repair or replace your garage door? Give these guys a shout. Give them a call. They operate out of Northwest Arkansas and in Central Arkansas. Direct Service Overhead, high customer reviews, really good customer reviews. You can check them out. Their link is provided for you down below in the description box. Caleb James. Yeah. I'll say this much. Like I said in Discord earlier today, you're in really good shape this week. It's going to be a good week for sure. Luke Haas, yep. Ty was telling him he hasn't missed much of the show. Oh, okay. All right. I thought you were talking about recruiting. I was like, wait, it's been pretty big actually. Does Direct Service do – are you talking about NIL? Is that what you're asking? Because I don't know what NLR is. We will still need Jackson Player. So Jackson Player – I'll say this much. It seemed to me like Jackson Player, it was really obvious this kid was going to come here, and it seemed to be that way. I don't know that much has changed, but we were told he was going to announce today. That was the North Little Rock. Okay, my bad. Yeah, I'm sure they do. I don't know why I didn't. Yeah, I'm sure they do, North Little Rock. My bad. Give them a call. The link is provided for you down below if you're looking skills. Travis Ford. He might actually be in chat. He watches the show quite a bit. We've got COVID, Rona, plague at my. Oh, okay, but I'm still calling the Hogs for Sanders, baby. Thanks, Ty. Hey, there you go, Mike. Any kid that goes to SEC to Big 12, don't want that smoke, SEC D. Yeah, so I did not buy the rumor that what was it? That he had already, someone had said he had already committed. Drew Sanders had committed to another school and was here to convince other players. And that one, that's not like a rumor that was everywhere, but I did see that, and someone forwarded it to me on Twitter, was like, do you believe this? I said, hell no. No, he's not committed anywhere. Hey, what about DB from Michigan? I believe he was a 4-star. I'm trying to remember. There's so many people in the portal. Let me get back to you on that. I'm sure I'm just brain farting at the moment. Look, we're not going live tomorrow. We're not doing a show tomorrow. I told you guys we'd probably be 50-50 if we'd go today. But I thought we'd be going live today for Jackson Player, not for Drew Sanders. Rouser's if you're talking about the commit, yeah, Miles Rouser, he has not signed yet. He's not supposed to sign till if he does sign. And I'm telling you, that's another player. I have no idea. Right now, like I said, last week, I think it's kind of 50-50 right now what's going on with Rouser. I thought you were talking about a transfer. And there was a transfer. There was a DB, and I forgot his name. But no, Rouser's the high school recruit. Yeah, he's big-time safety. They have. I think Arkansas absolutely needs to get here. They need to sign him. Let's see. I heard we got Sanders. Yes, we did. I'd rather have Sanders over Brooks and Fouché. Different positions, right? I mean, you're talking about two DBs versus a player like Drew Sanders, a linebacker. So here's his high school recruiting or his high school scouting report. This is from Gabe Brooks. Has him projected as a first-round prospect. Big frame, jumbo athlete who can play high major football on either side of the line of scrimmage in multiple spots. Owns outstanding height and frame length with a ton of space to add bulk. Physical profile. Fits edge defender and tight end. Playing experience at quarterback, tight end, receiver, and multiple spots on defense. Possesses size and athleticism to play traditional in-line tight end or a predominantly flex role. Shows good body control as a receiver. Good grief. Adjusts well to the ball when needed. Encouraging consistency as a hands catcher. Owns a large catch radius. Motor runs high, and physical style suggests high ceiling as a blocker. Will face adjustment to playing one position full time after multiple roles in high school. Honing route running precision and overall technique as a receiver will be keys in college. Great frame, but must fill out with proper bulk and strength. Can improve pad level and leverage consistency. Should become an impact Power 5 starter with the potential to reach early round NFL draft projection. So, and he ran 100 meter of 10.91. And again, he was a 5-star. Number one athlete in the state of Texas, according to that's 247's composite. Number 3 overall in the state of Texas. I'm not sure that makes sense. Wait a minute. Let me open that up. So composite, they have him the number 1 athlete. Okay, prospect in the state. Okay, I get it. Number 3 prospect in the state of Texas. And then 247 just flat out says, nope, he's the number 1 player and the number 1 athlete overall in the state of Texas. And he's the number 1 athlete overall, top 15 player out of high school. Out of high school, 6'5", 232 pounds. He was a .98 5-star. For you decimal peeps out there. For you. But he chose Alabama over LSU, Oklahoma, and a number of other schools. Yeah, of course he had some legit great offers out of high school. So there you go. That's him. There you go. Right? We're waiting on Jackson Player. No idea. He was supposed to announce. I have all these guys. I have their notification bell clicked. But nothing on Jackson Player yet. I've asked around if we heard anything on Player, if we heard anything on any of these guys, and no response yet. So we'll just have to wait and see. So right when Drew Sanders entered the portal, it looked like a long shot to get him. What changed? A lack of knowledge to begin with, or a drastic change of where he wanted to go late? I would argue that, Tony. I think that's what happened. I think I think his maybe his attitude towards Fayetteville was a little bit more like, I'll go check it out, and then he gets here, and maybe the same thing that we have said for years in Fayetteville. Once you get here, things change. Right? Once you get here, things change. You have a different perspective. We don't need you guys are talking NFL. I'm excited, Ty. We look like we could become a wrecking force on defense, on the defense side of the ball. Well, now you're going to have Jalen Catalon back, right? Bumper pull, and now you get this kid. By the way, there is some. He did play a little bit, so he has some film out there. If you want to go watch, you can. I'm pretty sure you can YouTube it. I saw people were posting something. I think it was against Florida. I want to say it was against Florida where he came out and he played and he made a pretty good play. What's his eligibility? I'd look it up at watching on my phone and don't have YouTube Premium. Yeah, YouTube Premium is pretty badass, by the way. What is his eligibility level? Let's see. He came in 2020, so he should have, because he's a part of the 2020 class, so 2021, he should have at least 3 years of eligibility, at the least. He played at Ryan High School in Denton, Texas. What does the portal actually say about him? Boop, 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 boop. Let's see. What does the portal say? Well, it just says he has immediate eligibility, but it doesn't say how much eligibility he has. School. Let's do this. Let's go to Alabama. Alabama Crimson Tide. Okay. Scroll down. Drew Sanders. Yeah, they have him, and what's funny is they have their own ranking for transfers. This is where it gets a little crazy. They have him at a 4-star on the transfer list. They don't say how much time he has. Well, Alabama, you talked about getting hit in the head. Good grief. They've got a lot of players in the portal. This is the new normal, right? Arkansas State picked up King Maquita. Maquata. I can't pronounce that name. 3-star linebacker transferring to Arkansas State. But Drew Sanders, so yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming he has at least 3 years of eligibility. I'm gonna assume that it's at least 3. I'm crystal balling all of them to Arkansas, baby. Woo pig. We get to play Jordan Jones this year. He transferred to the Fighting Bobby Petrinos. Yep, that's true. Fortnite. Let's see. Fortnite bought 1845. Do you think we go after another wide receiver just to be safe, even though we have a lot of talent coming in? Even will Jaden. I don't know about any receivers. I had if they didn't land Sanders, I had another possibility at linebacker, and that was Cameron Bright. Obviously, I think they're going to pass on him. You still got Dwight McLaughlin. You still have him, right? He's still out there. We're still waiting on him. Jackson Player, like we mentioned. I don't know about wideout yet. I'll have to get back to you on that, or ask me again the next show. Got to get them likes up. Yeah, what's going on? Get the likes up. Heard that McGothern and Jackson Player are silent commits. I don't know about that. I've not heard they're silent commits, but I'll say this much. I feel really good about Jackson Player. And again, he's supposed to announce today. So I don't know what the deal is with that. I don't know if he's changed. Let's see. checking to see if I had any updates. Doesn't look like it. Guys, Arkansas football is back. We get to step up. We got to step up the NIL deals to compete with A&M. I mean, I don't disagree with that. I don't know what's going on with the NIL stuff in the state of Arkansas. I actually think we see a whole new level of KJ next year. He refined the past this year. I did see where McLaughlin retweeted Catalan. I did see that. And I do feel pretty good about him. I'm always hesitant to comment on someone I haven't had the opportunity to talk to anybody about. And I haven't had the opportunity to talk much about him with anybody because it's been mostly Jackson Player and Sanders the last 24 hours. I want us to at least get player from O-line. Oh, a player from O-line. Okay. Yeah, they all do have crystal balls. I mean, like I said, I feel pretty good about all of them. Like I said, it's going to be a good week. It's going to be a good week, and it's already been a really damn good weekend for all of Arkansas sports, and then football obviously has been huge. Yeah, I'm not as – I don't know that they go after anybody in the portal for an offensive lineman or not. I don't know. So that puts you at – let's go back to the SEC, go back to Arkansas. That puts you at Drew Sanders, right? So that's one. And, of course, Landon Jackson, 2. Jaden Hazelwood, 3. So you have 4 more spots. With Hornsby coming back, took himself out of the portal. Do they still go after a quarterback in the portal? Again, Sam Pittman said even before Hornsby was ever in the portal, several weeks back, someone asked him, shortly after a quarterback went down with an injury, the Ole Miss kid, after he went down with the injury, someone asked him about the portal. And he said, if we have the room and we have that 7th spot open, yes, we're going to enter. That's something we're looking at. So you got 4 spots left, right? Let's assume you get player gone. Okay, that's 3 spots. Let's assume you get the corner. That's 2 spots. Yeah, I feel like they still go after a quarterback. I honestly would almost think like it's a have to thing, right? Like you got to. You're still how many scholarship quarterbacks do you have on campus right now? And you're gonna tell me you don't think they should go into the portal for a quarterback? No. I think they should. You've got 3 scholarship quarterbacks. Coley, although he was looking for a graphic designer, that was weird. Why do you need a graphic designer, man? But I don't. Maybe there's just nothing to it. But that struck me as very odd. But I've not heard anyone say that that's the case. Ty, we need a Dan Skipper type player on offense, or at least a Denver Kirkland. I don't know, man. Crazy. I think first off, are you going to find a Dan Skipper or a Kirkland in the portal? Are you going to find someone of that caliber? I don't know. And secondly, it's not a position you're thin at. Like honestly, I'm okay with them going after another linebacker if you want me to be real, or another DB before they go after an offensive lineman. I'm just not in the. I'm just not in that. I'm not there. I don't think they, I don't think they need to go. I mean, it wouldn't shock me if they did. I mean, it is Sam Pittman after all. We know how much. Sam Pittman puts into offensive linemen. I don't think they're going for a quarterback. I really doubt it. Well, I don't know. I think they probably will. Or what I said in the. What I said Friday was if they don't take a player in the portal, then maybe they get 2 quarterbacks in this class. You develop a Denver Kirkland Skipper type. Yeah. We need 2 DBs, move Hornsby to wide receiver. Boy, that has been a popular debate this year. That's been it, hasn't it? Move Malik Hornsby over to wide receiver. That's been a really popular, trendy thing to say, and I don't ever rule anything out, okay? I don't rule anything out, ever. But I've not heard that that's even on the table right now. So until it happens, don't need an offensive player unless it's a ridiculously good receiver, which could always happen. But no, I think they should go after a quarterback. No, I think they absolutely should. Because we're not really sure when we look at Malik Hornsby's development and Lucas Coley, who's going to be going into his what is it, his second season, redshirt freshman season. You're still young there. How confident do you feel about the players behind KJ Jefferson? I mean, really, how confident do you feel about QB2? I don't feel that confident. I just don't. Not saying that they won't develop into something special. And Malik Hornsby, I'm not letting go of the rope. I feel like if KJ goes down, and I think most of you would agree, if KJ goes down, you're in deep shit. Now, luckily, Malik Hornsby's coming out of his redshirt freshman season. He's going to be a redshirt sophomore. He's going to have to develop. I would love for that kid to put on some weight. He can have some of mine if he wants it. He needs to put on some weight. Would love for him to gain, 10, 15 pounds. He looks a little frail. He looks like someone could just pick him up and break him in half if you could catch him. I would say they probably do. Maybe they don't go after a quarterback in the portal, but I think they should. I really do. I just don't feel comfortable. FX Guerrera says, I just see it really hard for them to get a quarterback because they're gonna utilize Hornsby a lot. Right, but what happens if KJ Jefferson gets hurt? Again, do you feel confident in what's going on in QB2? And if I'm Sam Pittman, I'm a little bit concerned there. Luckily, you do have a spring camp. Again, we'll see how far along they are. I'm happy we get Hornsby back. I do not want to lose someone with that type of speed potential. Hornsby starts bowling over dudes. I don't feel good about our cornerback room. I mean, which is why they're probably going to land at least one, maybe two corners. I think Malik is 6'2", 180. I feel like he's got to at least be 190 to 200 pounds. Yeah. Okay. I don't think FX Guerrero is getting what I'm saying. Did you watch Hornsby play last year? I'll wait. I'll let you answer. Did you watch Hornsby play? Now, look, it's not to say that he can't iron these issues out. It's not to say that he won't improve, because maybe he will. I'm saying for right now, because we don't know. We don't know for a fact that he's going to develop into a great quarterback or not, or into a solid QB2. So you're kind of rolling the dice. Lucas Coley, who has had moments working with the kind of the JV squad, if you will, has had moments, but we just don't know what we don't know about Coley. I don't see Sam Pittman making a statement like what he made several weeks ago, with him just assuming that Coley's going to be good or bad, right? Like, I think he's making that evaluation based on what they know now. What you know now is that your quarterback room, while you have these names that we can name drop all day long, that doesn't mean shit. You can name drop all day long. You can talk, we got Coley. Okay, what about him? I mean, he was a freshman, but didn't make the 3 deep. Off and on, I think he battled it out with John Steven for the 3 spot. Had some moments, and I really am looking forward to his development and his growth, right? Malik Hornsby, based on what we saw this year and what we know right now, if KJ, let's say you had a game this weekend, you don't feel very good about QB2, and that's the way I think you have to go into the portal. Because the portal, you're more likely to grab someone out of the portal who's going to be ready to function as QB2. And you feel a little bit better about having someone who maybe has a couple of years under their belt. Maybe they got to play a few games and because someone got hurt, now they're in the portal because they feel like, well, you know what, I should be a starter somewhere, or I should be a backup somewhere, or I should be somewhere where within the next couple of years maybe I can compete for the spot, for the number one spot. That's what you look at from a portal perspective, because you can't look at you can't only just circle, all right, this is the names that we have, here's the names that we've got, and I'm just going to assume these guys are going to be great. That's not what you do. You have to go based on what has happened and what you have to work with right now. And what they have to work with right now in the quarterback room, I'm sorry, but I think they're behind. Not to say that they can't get better. Again, that's going to be great. It's like icing on the cake. No, I think they should go after a quarterback, and I feel like they probably will. I wouldn't say KJ bloomed late 3 years. No, I mean he bloomed last year against Missouri. Okay, guys, all us Dog fans are so proud of Sam Pittman, Arkansas, and wish y'all another good season. I'm out of here. Oh, all right. Well, thanks, Jamie. We have plenty of quarterbacks. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Based on what you saw this year, are you comfortable with QB2? It's not about the names. It's not about the number. It's based on what you know, based on what you've seen. Yes, I would say blah, 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 blah. Oh, no, already read that. Competition is good for anyone with the numbers will work themselves out. For who else wants to leave? Leon Hayes, all caps, disagree with your quarterback analysis. Okay, well then you tell me yours, Leon. That's facts. KJ definitely getting hurt at some point with design runs. A lot of physical running. We were very fortunate this year. You fast forward, you go to the A&M game, Hornsby struggles the entire game, the entire third and most of the fourth quarter until KJ came in and bailed us out, right? Hornsby did lead a pretty decent drive, but that was really about it. That was really his only shining moment, and then KJ came in and did a good job, right? He finished that out. You fast forward to the Arkansas Pine Bluff game, Hornsby was terrible. Now, it doesn't help they had receivers dropping balls, but Hornsby was awful. I mean, he couldn't move the offense. So again, we're just going to have to agree to disagree. I don't buy that at all. It's not about how many experienced guys. We need a quarterback that can back up and come play just something in case something happens. Exactly. I think Hornsby should get more playing time. I know KJ is our main guy, but Hornsby, man, if he breaks away, no one can catch him. Quite sure this first year in last 30 years quarterback wasn't signed. Need a portal quarterback. I agree. Yeah, they didn't sign a quarterback in last year's class. That's another thing. Be cool if Lane Hatcher was our backup. Hornsby with another offseason behind KJ and Bryles. So much potential. I think we will be fine. I wouldn't be against taking another quarterback, though. If Hornsby could pass more than about 20 yards, we could have a different talk about quarterback. And Addison Book says, seriously, what? I don't know what you're talking about. What is the first name Jackson lately? Browse can develop quarterbacks. I'm confident he can develop Hornsby. I mean, maybe, but again, I'm not saying that Hornsby. I think we're on two different wavelengths with some of you guys. I feel like I'm talking to the wall behind my screen. The portal works like this, right? You have to look at the body of work. You look back on film, right? You look back against A&M when KJ went down. Did you have the next man up, right? Like that's got to be. There has to be something that you look at. I would argue that something similar that happened to the receivers this year, where you didn't have wide receiver number 2. But it's a different position, so different impact, right? Quarterback, if you lose KJ this year in 2021, Let's say you lost him after the Rice game. You're definitely not going bowling, right? I mean, and so that's something you have to look at if you're Kendall Briles. It's not to say that even though maybe you do go to the portal, you bring someone in, and that guy doesn't work out, and Hornsby exceeds all expectations. That's not why you made that move. You made that move because it's a JIC. We need to make sure we have a number 2 guy that's ready to go. Anything could happen from this point on. I want Malik Hornsby at quarterback. I want him there. I want him to develop. Some of you have never been in here before. I can tell just by some of your comments. I'm not a fan of moving him to wide receiver right now. I want him at quarterback. I want him to be developed. I absolutely think, as I said after he signed, I said it right here, he has a really high ceiling. The problem is no one wants to be a backup quarterback, says Chance Womack. I mean, Arkansas got a kid out of Ole Miss who's going to be a backup for 2 years in a row now. I mean, that's not entirely true, but, I mean, I see where you're coming from. They're not moving Landon Rogers back to tight or back to quarterback right now. Not right now. They're not. That's not something they're that I've heard. Do I trust Hornsby? No, but I do believe he can run the offense. Well, he didn't this year. I'll say that. Why switch Hornsby to wide receiver? No, they don't need to do that. They don't need to switch anybody to they don't need to switch him to wide out. Hey, Ty, odd question. I'm making an NCAA 14 roster. Is Rouser a free safety or strong safety? Yeah, I'm putting him in. He could play either. I mean, he really could. He could play either, as I understand it. But in this defense, so you're going to have 3 safeties on the field. I forgot the names. They have the names for each of the safeties, and it's not free, strong. Hang on, let me scroll down. What do they call it? A boundary safety, field safety, and middle safety. So I don't know where he ends up here. I don't know. More than likely, probably field safety. More than likely. I mean, but it could be anywhere. With Fouché out, boundary safety. That's the other question, too, is do they try to go after someone to make up for Joe Fouché? Because who are you going to rotate there, right? Slusher, maybe, right? But Slusher's probably going to be needed at field safety. Middle safety is going to be Jalen Catalon and Jaden Johnson. And Jaden Johnson's listed right now as a backup before Fouché left at the boundary spot. Simeon Blair is going to be at the field safety. You have Anthony Brown. I'm really excited to see what Anthony Brown is capable of doing. And then, of course, at nickel, another spot they could move Slusher to. And it's even been rumored that Slusher could get moved to corner. Gregory Brooks, 5'11", 188 pounds, gone. So you have Jaden Johnson there, who's also listed as a backup at the middle safety spot. So they have some questions to answer, right? Hudson Clark at corner. And then, of course, Ladarius Bishop, Jalen Lewis, Chase Lowry, guys like that at corner. Let's just all agree that Trey Knox will ball at tight end, maybe. If Rouser comes, you think he makes the 2 deep? Yes. With Hornsby, with Hornsby's speed, would play him all over, nothing permanent, but get him some touches, which I think what they'll probably end up doing is a little bit more of the wild hog like what we saw. Ty, if Rouser comes, you think he makes the – I already read that. What the hell? Ty, who do you think can be a true freshman for the 2022 class? Who do I think can be a true freshman? Who could step it up? I mean, it's hard not to love this. Like Centennia, you guys know I'm a pretty big fan of him and his blazing speed, but he's not going to be here during spring camp. I don't know, man. I mean, there's Samuel Bakke, that wide receiver spot's kind of wide open. I think he is going to be here for spring. Nico Davier, does he have an opportunity to maybe make the 2 deep? Anthony Brown, I think, will probably get an opportunity. Manny Powell, the linebacker out of Fayetteville, still kind of, I think I think he's off the crutches now, but I'm not sure how good to go. He will be here during spring camp, FYI. Maybe one of these tight ends, right? Dax Courtney or Tyrus Washington. I like Trey Knox. I really do. He's going to have to put on some weight. He's going to have to, obviously blocking is going to be something he's going to work on during the offseason. So we'll see what happens at tight end. I did like one of these linebackers to come in and maybe make the 3 or 2 deep, but I don't know now that you're starting to feel a little bit better. My other question about the Sanders commitment is, what are the odds that he's here and they went after him so hard because Andrew Parker may still be transferring? And if that is the case, then yeah, one of these other linebackers are going to be asked to step in. Maybe Jordan Crook. I like Jordan Crook a lot. Jalen Lewis. James Joyner, it's going to, I think, take him – it might take him a year to get on to actually make the field, right? I mean, the running back room, as it stands right now, is in really good shape. Caden Henley, kid out of Shiloh, linebacker. So, yeah, I mean, it's anybody's guess. It's a good problem, though, when you look at your class and you see how good this class is, and you're like, yeah, but I think maybe a small handful of them even make the 2 deep. That's a good problem to have. That's a real good problem to have, especially with the way you're killing it in the transfer portal. Prediction for South Carolina game. Yeah, I won't be live by then, will I? I just thought of that. Yeah, that's Tuesday, right? I'll be honest, I haven't even started to really look into that game yet. At first glance, I'm taking Arkansas, especially with the way they're playing. Chris Paul breakout. Yeah, Chris Paul, right? Woodard, the walk-on, who turned some heads. Hudson Henry will put it all together in 2022. Knox could get up to about 230. I mean, he's got a big frame. Yeah, I heard about the McLaughlin. I think Matthews tweeted that or messaged us twice on that one. Yeah, no, we know all about that one, man. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for constantly reminding us. I've seen that comment 3 or 4 times. He did. I think that's a good sign, but I'm not. I think it is. I think he ends up being a hog, if I'm being honest. Over under on Hazelwood TDs. I don't know. Let's take a look at what they do during spring camp before they do anything. Correction for Ray Curry Jr. Not going to Alabama A&M, but to Alabama State. Oh, okay. Jackster players announcing at 7. Oh, is he doing it? Don't tell me he's doing it live. Is he doing it live? Damn it. Oh, he did tweet it out. Committing to my next home at 7 p.m. Is he doing it live? Do we know this? Drew Sanders, his tweet is up to 5,000 likes and over 1,000 retweets and almost 500 comments. Shoot. Well, Baylor fans. Well, everyone's up in his Twitter thread. Well, I'll say this. My confidence level on Jackson player still pretty high. And I mean, this is different. I'm telling you, man. This is so much different than high school recruiting. It's the same. It's got a lot of similar aspects, but in terms of like how good you feel about a player just kind of goes out the window because, you also have the body, like you have the timeline with a high school recruit, right? Like you hear all the rumors and you're able to keep an eye on them and they got to commit somewhere. A transfer portal kid can hit the portal and make his decision the next day and he's gone. Now, player's been in the portal for a little bit, but again, these kids, they're inner circle. You don't have as many people letting out hints and all that, right? You don't have the drama that you have in high school, which actually, it kind of you get a better feel for the high school prospects, where they're going to go. You just never know with these portal kids. But I do feel really good about Player right now, and I would be willing to stream that his if he's streaming it on Instagram, I would totally stream it. I feel, but again, I mean, I was batting 1,000 until the last Player stream we did, and who was it? One of the streams we did, the Player didn't commit to Arkansas. But I told you guys going into it, I didn't feel very confident. It was the first time I ever streamed someone. This one feels similar to that, but yet I still feel like Arkansas's got a really good shot with Jackson Player. I'll get off here and I'll start again. I'll see if I can't figure out what's going on with him. But so he is committing today. That information was correct. And it's going to be at 7 p.m. I don't know. We'll see. Discord chat if Player commits. Well, Ty, looks like you're here till 7 now. 4-hour stream. No, I'm going to have to hang up. What I'll probably end up doing is maybe I'll stream it again. I don't know. Maybe I'll do another stream with Terrence Welch. Is that who it was? It was Welch, wasn't it? No, I'm not doing a 4-hour stream. I'm not doing that. That's not happening. There ain't no way. My ass is already starting to hurt. Oh, I got a DM. What are you saying? Ty, how confident are you they're taking a quarterback in the portal? This is a Twitter DM I just got. Like I said, I think they should. That doesn't mean they will. I think they should, but it doesn't mean they will. I've not heard any player that they're seriously after. I've not heard a name dropped, which by this point would probably tell you they're not going to. But I think they should. But you're going to have, after McLaughlin, who I feel like is going to – let's say you get Player in McLaughlin. You still have a little bit of space left. I think at that point, I mean, I don't know that you answer – well, I don't know who's out there as far as DBs, which would be the only other position I would want them to really go after, maybe another linebacker. I don't know who's out there that would honestly come in and like make up for the losses, right? With Mo Brown out, with Fouché gone and Brooks gone, I don't know that you answer that question. Good grief. That was a different DM. So I don't know. I don't know that there's anyone out there that you feel that confident. Like, maybe there is. I don't know, but I feel like you're gonna have to. You should absolutely go after a quarterback because I don't feel as confident. And generally the biggest gap that you see or the biggest jump typically is year 1 to year 2, but that's not always the case. And again, maybe look, I think they do have high ceilings. I like Lucas Coley. I like those guys. And Hornsby. But you also have to look at it, what did they do for us this year, and is there a little bit of cause for concern? And if there's a player out there who's willing to come in and be the number 2 guy, then we need to go after him, right? Because I'm not completely sold at the QB2 spot. So, but no, I don't know. I don't know if they take a quarterback or not. Thanks for the DM, though. I appreciate it. Ty, what do you know about the Memphis? Well, that doesn't help. The Memphis. Are you talking about the DB? Do I have him in our Bobby Hopper portal page? I think I did. What did I put on the Bobby Hopper page? So we had Drew Sanders. I have to edit that. Drew Sanders is a hog. There we go. Watkins. Is that who you're talking about? Deshaun Watkins? I haven't heard anything on Deshaun Watkins. I've not heard anything. I have a flame there on his name, which means I think there was contact made between the University of Arkansas and Watkins, but I don't know if it's gone much beyond that. So I don't know. Man, I'm telling you, I can't wait to make my NCAA roster. I'm interested about the kid in Memphis. What's our chance? Yeah, I don't know. We got Ja'Cory Turner, might be a stud. If we don't use all 7 available transfer, can that be carried over to next year? As far as I know, no. It cannot. Watkins, a 6'4 DB. Yeah, he's a big dude. He's a 6'4. What is he, 6'4 what? 185, right? 180 is what it was out of high school. He's a big kid. Long, I should say. Green Bay is going to win the Super Bowl. That's who I'd pick. It really is. That's who I would take. I don't know. Of course, I'd love for the Rams to get there, but I don't see it happening. I don't even know if the Rams, they're going to end up. My guess is they get by their wild card and they got to play the Packers, and I would take the Packers in that matchup. They already beat the Rams earlier in the year. Yeah, Deshaun Watkins. Yeah, I haven't heard anything since there was some contact made. I think all of our portal spots should be used on defense, says Patrick Boatner. I don't. I think you got to leave one spot open for quarterback. I mean, I'll die on that hill. Doesn't mean they will, but I'll die on that hill. I think they absolutely should go to the portal for a quarterback. This isn't a quarterback in the portal who can – there isn't a quarterback in the portal who can run our offense. How do you know that, though? I mean, Buffalo was smoking last night. Dude, they pounded New England. Bucks or Chiefs, says Jesse. I'm pretty sure Muss was at the Lady game today. Yeah. I would take the Chiefs and the Bucks. Titans will win it. There's another question. Any updates on Luke Haas? He got a crystal ball, and so I'll just say this. I would put him on commit watch. I would say he needs to be on commit watch for Arkansas right now. I'm not at you guys know I'll never do a 10. I'll never do a 10. I don't ever do a 10 on a scale of 1 to 10. I don't ever do a 10. But I'll say I'm at like a 9 on Luke Haas. And as I understand it, it's commit watch for him. That could happen this week. So we got a new Patreon supporter. Holy crap. Brandon, if you're still in chat, man, welcome. Welcome to Patreon. If you guys want to join it, man, it's just a minimum. It's a minimum of $4 a month. But that's the list so far. Porter Brown, Kathleen Dreyer, James Whittington, Kenny Woodward, Ed Hatcher, Chris Royce, Joe Venable, Roy Larimer, Andrew Gerard, Daniel Hadley. We got some OGs on this list. John Hawes, Mark Dotson, Thomas Nunley, Jenna Mays, Justin Kipper, Doug Stubbs, John Goodman, Kelly Marie, Anthony White, Randall Hunt, Timothy Wisent. There's another OG in Timothy, Tyler Edmondson, a.k.a. Tedmondson, right? Wasn't that his name in our Discord? Preston Reedy, Brady, and George Rector. So many OGs up in here. Watch every stream. Hey, I appreciate that, Skills. Thanks, man. Let's go Chiefs. I like the Chiefs too, man. Don't ever doubt Patrick Mahomes. I don't think, even though I sound like the most pessimistic Ram fan in the world, just haven't liked what I've seen out of Matthew Stafford the last few games. I don't know. Cam Akers, right? Like I feel a little bit better about the running back room, but OBJ, he's definitely no Woods. I don't know, man. I mean, he's done pretty well. I'm not going to hate on OBJ. Von Miller hasn't, I mean, he's had moments, but he's not really been great. Kelly Murray, OG. Oh, my gosh. Anybody else, Alabama or Georgia, got in the portal we can use? Well, I mean, Alabama has like, I didn't count, but they got a lot of players. 20 on the Rams now will get you 200 if they win the Super Bowl. Yeah, I just don't see it. Like I think they'll get past the wild card. That's about it. Hey Ty, Matthew Stafford is a streaky quarterback, though when he's on, good. Though when he's on, he's good. Yeah, no, he is. When he's on, yeah, I know. I remember his Lions career. He was a really good quarterback there until he wasn't, right? Until he would 30 touchdowns, but he'd have 16 picks. I mean, that's just kind of what you get with him. Hey, Sanders commit. Yeah, Dad. Very much aware. Sanders did indeed commit to Arkansas. Thank you, Arky56. Thank you, Pops. I just got your phone call, too, and I had to ignore it because I was live. So you're going to stream at 7? I don't know. Is he streaming it? Is Jackson Player going to stream it? Because I've not. Let me look at his Instagram. I followed him on Instagram recently. Let me find out. He says the same thing that he said on Twitter. He's going to announce 7 p.m. It may just be a Twitter thing. I don't know. If that's the case, what I might do, here's what I'll do. Unless he comes out and says publicly, I'm going to stream, I will do a live. Well, I don't know if I can do that, actually. No, I will. I'll do a live in our Discord, and we'll just hang out in there. We'll do a live. Now, if we get a link and, hey, here's where if I find out here's where he's streaming, he's doing it, then I'll do it in here. We'll do the live in here. He will start right away. I like his chances. Arky56. Arky56 dropping news. Hey, you need to get more active in our Discord, Dad. Pops. You would have known all about this stuff with him. You would have known all about Sanders. We've been talking about it all day, Dad. All right? If you're active in our Discord. That stuff with him, though, and there's our Discord link if anybody wants to join. That stuff with him, though, here's what's wild. Again, like I said, I didn't even add him to our Bobby Hopper transfer portal /tunnel list because I wasn't sold that he was going to be a Razorback or that there's any interest. And then we heard, when was it, Saturday or Friday, that he was in town. So at that point, I thought, okay, I better add him. I need to add him. I probably should add him to the Bobby Hopper portal. And as soon as I was like, I had my laptop opened up and was ready to, like, I had everything ready to go. Then I find out, well, he got a crystal ball to Texas. And I thought, all right, I'm just not going to add him. I don't like Arkansas's chances here. Everyone was telling me he's not coming here. Doesn't look good. Something happened overnight. He changed his mind. He woke up today, and that's where this all kind of came from. It's been a wild ride. It's been a wild ride for his. And again, transfer portal players are they're really hard to predict. But this morning, and I told you guys, I told everyone in Discord, I'm going to find out more tomorrow morning. And sure enough, I open up my phone and there it is. Like, you know, he's a hog. He's going to be a hog. He's going to announce. And then I heard later in the day he's going to announce today because I was asking around, when do we hear? You know, and I figured it would be a, Thursday, Friday, end of the week kind of deal. And then it's like, nope, he's announcing today, as a matter of fact. So I told everybody in Discord what I knew at that point in time. I told everyone there, like, it's happening today. We're going to find out about Sanders today. Sure enough, here we are. I gave up on the Discord thing, but I did get TikTok. Well, those are two entirely different. The Tide Talk podcast, Bama guy here. Y'all are getting a good one in Sanders, tough player that will fit in well at Arkansas. I wish I could figure out what on earth happened, because it seemed like, again, last night, the odds of him being a Razorback pretty slim. Didn't seem very likely at all. And then you wake up today and it's completely different. And again, I think that's a reflection of the portal. I think that was a lot of assuming. Maybe he's also the kind of player that doesn't tell everyone what they want to hear. And no matter if he's talking to Bama media, Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas media, maybe he just plays it straight, or maybe it's the opposite. I don't know. But clearly Arkansas, we're fine with it, right? Your dad is amazing. I love your dad, Ty. It's great seeing him on here. I know. I try to convince him, like, I got him in our Discord, and he's only been in there like once. Jackson players, yeah, we know. Patrick, thank you. We know he's coming in. He's going to go public at 7 p.m. So again, if you're in our Discord, I'll probably go live like at 6:40. Again, unless we hear otherwise that he's going to stream it on Instagram. But I figured what we'll do is, if he's not going public through a live stream, then we'll just kind of hang out and whatever, Hey, Ty, former Fayetteville and Mizzou quarterback Taylor Powell is in the portal out of Troy. There you go. He was a good quarterback at Fayetteville. I thought he was kind of undervalued. The Tide Talk podcast says, I think Pittman's personality meshes with Sanders. Yeah, I mean, this is a testament. I mean, Michael Schur, who the linebacker coach, he's got to be on cloud nine. Not only does he get bumper pullback, but now he's getting a former 5-star. And look, we all know Arkansas is not the kind of program like Alabama, just overflowing with talent. And now you're going to get this opportunity for someone who was projected, according to Gabe Brooks at 247, to be a first-round prospect. And you guys know how I feel about that. I think you're setting some guys up for – that's a hell of a projection to give any kid, any 16, 17, 18-year-old kid out of high school. Hey, look, we think your ceiling is first round. Go get him. But here we are. You've got him on campus. We've always said, when's the last time you had a 5-star linebacker on campus? You've come close. You've had some linebackers that were highly recruited out of high school that didn't really mesh out well on the field. Well, now you got a kid who, on paper, was a highly sought-after linebacker. It was a good get for the Hogs, no question about it. He's going to fit in well. You look at all three linebackers last year, Henry, Bumper Pool, Grant Morgan, all of them over 100 tackles. Bumper Pool, the 120-plus, who's going to break Tony Bua's tackle record here, but he had 5 years to do it. But, he's going to crush it. So that tells you something. I do think that he's in that conversation, even if this last year was it for him, for Bumper. He's in that conversation of being one of the top 8, I would put him in the top 6 linebackers that ever played here. Grant Morgan is certainly in that field, and Hayden Henry, unfortunately, didn't really blossom until his last year here, and then he was a rotating guy, but still wound up with 100-plus tackles. That's what you're walking into with Sanders. That's what he's walking into, a position that gets production, right? There's going to be a lot in this kind of defense where things are set up for linebackers to shine. It really is. Let's just call it what it is. You're set up to do well. Your numbers, your stat sheets, you're gonna pile up, which is why it was so confusing to hear about these rumors about Andrew Parker. I still don't know what's going on with him. No one really knows because no one's telling me anything. And when I ask, they just, I don't know. I don't know. So no one knows. No one has any idea. I'm sure someone knows. Andrew Parker probably knows. Powell may be the only portal quarterback that would come in. Maybe. I don't know. But you would take him regardless. We will get good players. Sam Pittman got this. Ty, even though We losing Grant and Henry, do you feel like we got more athletic linebacker with better speed coming? I'm telling you, here it comes. The ass is starting to hurt with this damn chair. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah, so if you look at what Sanders brings to the table, now I've watched a little bit on him again. Someone shared a video on Twitter. He looks like he has great closing speed. Looks like someone who I mean, yeah, I don't argue with anybody who says he's going to come in and start. I think he's that caliber of player. Yeah, I think your athleticism just went up quite a bit, right? Ty, that is just like Levi Draper, who's a good linebacker but never made the field. So Levi had more flags. Levi Draper had a lot more flags coming in. He had a lot more red flags. He struggled. He had a hard time making special teams. Levi Draper, he had a long list of injuries and issues. There were more red flags with him. He never made 3 deep at Oklahoma. Whereas Levi Draper actually played at Alabama. Think about that. He actually got to play. He got the opportunity to play at what I believe is linebacker U, the Alabama Crimson Tide. I mean, and again, you talk about his evaluation, much higher than Levi's. No, I don't think this is Levi Draper 2.0. I don't think that this is the case. So Morgan going to the NFL. I don't know. I mean, I could see someone giving him a shot. I don't know if he gets drafted or not at the moment. We'll see. Levi had a bunch of injuries. He did. He had a bunch of injuries, but even before his injuries at Oklahoma, he struggled. He never made the 3 deep. And then the injuries came on, and I kept telling everyone, I don't know that he's going to be the guy, and he never was. Mostly because I think he re-injured his neck, right? I mean, I get that. Well, any player that Nick Saban wanted, I'll take. Ty. Okay. Well, me too. Crazy. Thank you. Dre Greenlaw should be considered a 5-star. That guy was great. He was a safety at Fayetteville, if you guys remember. He was a safety, and he came here, and they were like, nope, we're moving you to linebacker. And we saw how that worked out. He's still in the NFL. What's your Cash App, Ty, so we could send you money for a new chair? No, listen, I can afford my own chair. This chair, it's like it's good until it's not good. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have a Cash App, but I have a PayPal link in the description box. I have Super Chat, but no, I don't need. I could afford my own chair. I'm just a cheap bastard. I'll just say that. I'll just come out and say it. I'm a cheap bastard. It's only when you get over that hour mark when the chair starts to hurt. No joke. Click on the link and read his message. $4. No secret stuff. You get what anyone gets for free. I thought it was pretty awesome. Oh, you're talking about Patreon? Grant and Hayden were great, but they didn't have SEC size or speed like what we got with Drew Sanders. Yeah, I think that's true. Well, Ty, if you do stream later, I'll be here in Discord. It's either age. It could be age. You're not wrong. It very well could be age. And that's the other thing I have considered. It may not matter what chair I'm in. I could pay for my own chair. Leans back. I don't have Cash App, but if you want. Yeah. Said what I said. If you want to donate, feel free. I'm not going to stop you. I can't. I'm just a cheap bastard. I won't do it. I'm not going to buy a chair when I have a perfectly fine chair. I'm cheap too. Use it till you can't use it anymore. I think I'm there. Hayden and Grant were fast. I think Hayden was pretty quick. I think Hayden was a lot faster than we realized. Great closing speed, physical, really good pursuit, right? Going after a quarterback. He was the only linebacker you felt confident in when he was chasing down a quarterback that he's going to actually tackle that son of a bitch. The other guys are just going to whiff. They're going to over pursue. All right, again, 6:40 p.m. or so. If we don't know if he's going live anywhere, like on Instagram, we're going to go live in Discord. And I'll probably share my screen or whatever. We'll hang out and chat. I may have to be in here though. My laptop is our puppy chewed through the charging cord, so I won't be able to go in the garage without that laptop dying. So I would like to smoke a cigar and hang out with you guys, but I won't be able to do that tonight. Get yourself a new chair. Thank you for the super chat. I'm telling you, I have the money for a chair. I'm a cheapo. I won't do it. Get you a chair. They're comfortable, but they're $300 exactly. Bumper needs to work on not over pursuing quarterback. Yeah, I agree with that. That is 110% correct. Just a starter for it. Well, I appreciate it, Ramon. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, if you want to join Patreon, it's there. Ba 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 boom. Right there it is. That's the Patreon. Those are the names. I'm going to have to redo that list because we're starting to fill up the whole screen. No Cash App, but McDonald's bags of money are acceptable. You damn right. Where was that at? Was that Tennessee that was doing that with their... Oh, a Yeti chair is comfortable. I see what you're saying. Yeah, you can ask my wife. Like, I just won't do it. I won't buy one. Someone's going to have to send you a chair. If someone wants to volunteer a chair, they can. All right. So, again, maybe I'll see you guys down in Discord. If he streams on Instagram, we'll be here, and we'll talk about it. And hopefully I'll have a new banner here. I won't have LSU in Arkansas. Get you a new backside? I don't even... What? What? Is that slang? Like, get a new ass? Like, what are you saying? What does that even mean? If you're a millennial, I don't understand your slang. I'm sorry. I posted your chair on Discord. Oh, did you? Oh, no. I don't see it. Oh, I see it. Can't you see tied in this chair with a stogie after a win? I would. Well, heated back seat might get a 4-hour stream too. Yeah, I don't know about all that. Get yourself a cushion to put under your chair. I have one. I can already fill the exceptions for next year, Ty. I don't know what you mean. Seth, I don't know what you're talking about. All right. You're getting old, Ty. Get you a new ass. All right, I'll do that. Tonight, I'll see you in Discord or here, whichever one. Make sure you have the notification bell clicked. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good night. I still feel confident unless I hear something between now and, 6:30. But if I hear anything, I'll let you guys know in Discord. Or I'll hint at it. Either one. All right. Woo Pig. See you tonight. Go Hogs. Good pickup. Drew Sanders was huge. I hope it's not over. Going to be a good week. It's going to be a real good week. Even if you don't get player tonight, it's going to be a good week. Go Hogs.